What I'm about to expose to you is 4 dark truths of female nature that women do not want you to know. In fact, I would go as far as to say this: if women told you these things, it would now give you not only the leverage in the relationship, but you would ultimately understand female nature to such a degree that essentially you would now not only have the upper hand, but her emotions would constantly work in your favor. These are things that women don't want to tell you. These are things that women don't want you to know. And because of that, I'm here to tell you all 4 of these things at the highest level. Now, stick with me because I even made you a gift. Go and check this out. This is a brand new holiday gift that I just made brand new this year. I have never once ever exposed this or shown what I made so far to the general public yet. I have never shown these things on this channel, and because of that, I want you to go and check this out right now. It is massive. Out of all the gifts I've ever made, this is by far the biggest, this is by far the best, this is by far the coolest thing I've ever made. So because of that, go and check out the gift that I made specifically for you after today's video is over. It is wild how amazing it is. Now, first and foremost, number 1, the very first thing that you have to understand, the first truth of female nature, is that she will say anything that she needs to in order to get you to drop your guard, only to crush you. You see, these things, these lies that men have been told: be vulnerable, show your emotions, wear your heart on your sleeve, I will always be loyal to you, I will always be faithful to you, you can trust me. As soon as you agree to these things, as soon as you listen to these things, as soon as you fully trust her words, it exposes that you are naive. It exposes that you are naive to female nature. It shows that you are now vulnerable. It shows that your guard has now been dropped. It shows that you're now in love and that you're now attached. And because of that, what you will notice is that her actions simply do not match her words. What you will notice is that her actions will now start to point in a different direction. What you will notice is that everything that you thought that was true, everything that she told you, everything that she attempted to convince you that was coming out of her mouth was nothing more than a facade. This was nothing more than an illusion. This was nothing more than smokescreens and mirrors to get you to lower your emotional threshold. But see, now you're in love. See, now it's too late. I will say this again. She will say anything to get you to drop your guard, only to crush you. What you will notice is she may say things to you like, you can always trust me. I'm here for you. I will always love you. I will always be by your side. So what happens? You start to show the inner workings of your personality. You start to show what you think. You start to show the inner workings of who you are. You start to say how you feel, and you start to constantly say what's on your mind. But the problem now is the core fundamental identity of who you are has shifted. The core fundamental identity of the mystery and the intrigue and the man that she fell in love with is no longer there. And you have now essentially believed everything that she has said to such a degree that she can now see that she has outsmarted you. She can now see that she is more competent than you. She can now see that you don't necessarily know what you are doing. And because of that, she's now made a fool out of you. This is the very first dark truth of female nature that you have to be aware of, is that she will say anything to get you to drop your guard, only to crush you. That is point number 1. Point number 2, her successfully getting you to believe her words is all the more reason why she should leave you. Let that sink in and let that marinate in your mind. Her successfully getting you to believe her words is all the more reason why she should leave you. You see, women naturally know, women subconsciously know that a pre-selected man either has so many women that desire him, or a pre-selected man has had so much experience with women that he demonstrates the highest level of competency. Well, what does that mean? That means when she successfully gets you to believe her words, what has now happened is that it shows no pre-selection, as he has no core understanding of female nature. I will say that again, it shows 0 pre-selection because he has no core understanding of female nature. In her mind, she sits there and goes, if he actually knew what he was doing, he wouldn't have done that. If he actually knew what he was doing, he would not have done that. If he actually knew what he was doing, he would not have fallen for the things that I was telling him. If he actually knew what he was doing, if he actually understood female nature at a core level, he would have been able to maintain the respect and the leverage in the relationship. You see, her successfully getting you to believe her words is all the more reason why she should leave you. This should leave you pissed off. This video should leave you frustrated on prior mistakes. This video should be eye-opening because you know in your heart of hearts that this is true. Her successfully getting you to believe her words is all the more reason why she should leave you. Because as soon as that happens, she goes, this man is not who he says he is. This man has been putting on a facade. This man has now overexposed the inner workings of his personality. But most importantly, she now questions if you can attract other women at or above her current level of attractiveness, because this now shows no pre-selection, as he has no core understanding of female nature. And she goes, if he had a core understanding of female nature, he wouldn't have done that. She goes, he would have not have lowered his guard to such a degree to where he is now vulnerable. And she instantly goes, I can't respect him. I can't look up to him anymore. I have to now find myself a replacement. I have to now find myself a stronger man. And you're left for somebody else. Now, point number 3, the third dark secret, the third dark truth of female nature is this. Once she's categorized you as beta, it is completely over. This needs to sink in for all of you who are trying to re-attract your ex, for those of you who are trying to have chemistry building, for all of you who know deep down that you would love to be with that special someone that you were with. Listen to me very closely. When she has now categorized you as a weaker man, it is like her entire core. What has now happened is that her primal hardwiring has categorized you as weak. Once her primal hardwiring has categorized you as weak or as potentially beta, her primal hardwiring will constantly reject you. There is nothing that you can say, there is nothing that you can do, there is nothing that you can hope for in order for her to recategorize you, because once you have now revealed the inner workings of your love, your attachment level, your core personality, and your feelings towards her, she can no longer respect you, and it is completely over. Listen to me very closely. When she has categorized you as this, on a primal level, her hardwiring will constantly reject you. And this man right here, you have to understand this. This is the third dark truth of female nature. This man right here could acquire all the money in the world. He could acquire all the muscles and six-pack abs in the world. He could even now attract other women who maybe are even more attractive than she is. But on a core level, on a primal level, her primal hardwiring will always reject him, because he has exposed the inner workings of his true attachment level, his true love towards her, and because of that, he's now became emotionally vulnerable, he's now became emotionally weak. She can't respect him anymore. Which brings me to my fourth, most brutal truth, most dark secret of female nature. The fourth dark truth of female nature is this. By God's design, she's programmed to be ruthlessly cold and discard weak men who have now revealed their interest level and revealed their attachment level. She is designed by nature to discard those men, to essentially say, no, I don't want you anymore, to use distance and space constantly to punish his bad behavior until he will slowly realize that not only has she planned the perfect exit, but she has now lined up his replacement option so fast that he didn't even see it coming. If you have noticed any of these things happen in your dating life, listen. You have to take all of the frustration, you have to take all of the anger and the bitterness and maybe even the jealousy when you saw that you were not chosen and a different man was, and you have to take that and you have to use that as fuel to constant improvement. And this is why I created you this gift. Since it is now getting close to the holidays, I open this up. And it's only going to be open for a very short period of time. And you see, I made this gift so that way you specifically now have access to some of the best material that has taken me well over this past year to create. If you like this video, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.